What is up, guys? Nick Manzik here. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about web hosting and what is the best platform I think you guys should use. So let me minimize myself, and I want to talk about Bluehost and Hostgator. Those are the two main ones. Those are the ones you're going to hear the most about, and they're the most reliable. So I suggest going with one of these. I've used both in the past, and I've had varying experiences. So I'm going to talk through those and kind of make my recommendation so you guys can get on a good path. So as far as speed goes, it's going to depend on what package you choose, whether you're on a dedicated server, a cloud-based server, or a shared server. So dedicated means that you are the only website on that server. So no other website is going to be taking the bandwidth away and slowing down your traffic. Shared is, you're basically, like it says, shared with other websites. So if someone else's website is getting a lot of traffic and you're on the same server, your upload times, basically your render times might be slower because of that. And then cloud-based servers are a little bit cheaper, and as it sounds, they're all based in the cloud. So fastest would be dedicated cloud than shared for speeds. But both Bluehost and Hostgator give these services, so you don't really have to worry, and they're all about the same. As far as price goes, this would be priced for 1 year based on a shared server plan. So for Bluehost, it's $77, and that includes the domain. And then for Hostgator, it's about $100, $99, and again, that includes the domain. So the cool part about Bluehost was they actually give you a free domain, which is built into the price. They also give you SSL certificates, which kind of makes your website more secure. Hostgator doesn't offer any of that for free. So this is one where it's when you start using the hosting platform and kind of getting your site up and running, you kind of run into the UI of the site. Of the hosting site. So Bluehost's UI is really user-friendly, very simple, very modern, really intuitive, and Hostgator's is really outdated. And I'll show you that in a little bit. It's not fun to work with. It feels old and clunky. And then finally, customer support. So Bluehost has great customer support. They have live chat, live calls. They're really responsive, and they definitely get done what you need to get done. There's no like BS involved. Hostgator has pretty awful customer service as far as my experience is concerned. So I had an account with them, and I wanted to switch to the domain and then actually cancel my account because you're allowed to do that within the first 30 days because I didn't like the website that I had up. And I'll pull this up for you guys. And it's actually, I submitted the cancellation, and it's been on hold since November. So I'm assuming that's never going to get done, but that's the kind of service that I experienced with Hostgator and why my next websites were all on Bluehost. So when you see the Bluehost, this is my customer portal, and that was my customer portal on Hostgator. As you can see, it's pretty outdated. On Bluehost, it's really, really modern, really easy to kind of look through. I can see my sites, marketplace, and run my email. It's just a really nice user interface, and I can't tell you, it's worth hundreds of dollars to not waste time working through the UI. And for that alone, I'd go with Bluehost. And then finally, the last bit is if you're looking to host a WordPress website, WordPress actually recommends Bluehost as their go-to web hosting software. So I would say the winner is Bluehost. That's what I would recommend. So I'm going to walk you through basically getting a domain and hosting it on Bluehost right now, just so you guys can follow along and then do it yourself. So this is their homepage. Go ahead, click the big green button, get started now. And so if you plan on having just one domain and you don't think you're going to change it, go with the basic plan. But if you think you might be wanting to register multiple domains or have different websites, definitely go with the Plus plan. You get unlimited websites, and it's much better to select it here. I made the mistake of selecting basic and then later on trying to change it to a plus plan, and you kind of get double charged, and you don't get the discounts that they offer here. So choose between the two. If you want more than one website, go with plus, and if you just want one, you can go with basic. So first, I'm going to go with basic just to start out. So here's when you're going to put in your domain. So I'm going to try new to domain 123 just to see if they have it. Again, your first domain is free with Bluehost. Let's see, it's not available. All right, let's go .net. But this is how you check to see if the domain you want is available. Kind of run through this. So I picked one, I picked my domain, I throw in my account information, and then I just want to show you that so domain privacy is something you do want checked, because that will basically show up where anyone online can see this information if you don't have privacy protection. So people can reach out, they can see your address, they can reach you by email. So you definitely want to have it made anonymous by Bluehost. So then if someone actually wants to contact you, they'll contact who is, and then you will get an email, and it'll be private, basically. So leave that one checked. I recommend it. You don't have to have it again if you don't mind, but I recommend it. You don't need SiteLock, and you don't need CodeGuard. You can add those on later if you really want. And let's go ahead and choose 12 months, just as a basic plan. And then you see $77. And then you can go ahead and fill out your credit card number, and again, your information at the top. And then you will have basically a website and hosting. That's how you get hosting. Let me know if this helped out. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I look at all my comments and respond when I can. And also let me know if you want to see any other information about creating a site. If you need help with WordPress, I'll have more tutorials to come. But thanks. And I'll also leave the code for the Bluehost hosting, and you can basically click the link in the description and get started with your package.